Are you ready to learn how your brain creates your feelings? My name is Renee Thomas with DIY Mentalist, and I am all about the brain, helping you to understand what your brain is doing when it is not doing what you want it to. So, how is it that we create our own feelings? Well, it's very simple. We take information, past experiences, current experiences, friends, family, TV, social media, anything we take in, we will attach an emotion to it. Now, everyone attaches different emotions, okay? Those two things come together and the brain says, okay, I'll give you a feeling about it now. And that's what it does. That's why some people can get really upset about certain things and some people don't. Now that you know that and you realize that, and you're like, okay, I know that, I realize that, then you'll understand that when you are upset, angry, frustrated, disappointed, who can you thank for feeling that way? Is it the person? Is it the situation? Is it the unwanted circumstance? No, it is the software program that is in here. Whether you knowingly or unknowingly know it, that program got instilled in there, and that is the reaction that you will have and continue to have, unless your logic mind says, I don't want that anymore. Then it can take steps to change it. You can adjust any software programming in your mind, even the things you think you can't. The biggest limited belief is that if you have an unwanted circumstance, you're going to have a bad or negative reaction. And that is not true. If you think about it, how many times have you heard, if life serves you lemons, make lemonade? Well, has anyone taught you how to make lemonade? That's what my channel is all about. We make lemonade out of lemons. So we take software, mental software programs that have been instilled that say that when lemons are being thrown at you in this particular case or in this particular case, we're not making lemonade, we're gonna make havoc. We're gonna make low vibes. We're gonna get stuck. We're gonna feel stagnant. We're gonna feel like someone's stabbing us in the back. We're gonna feel betrayed. We're gonna feel frustrated, irritated. That's software programming. Once you understand those are software programming, the same as the ones where you're super excited, super motivated, everything is great, you're so in love, this is the one. Those programs are automatic too. So once you realize that you have a lot of software mental programs that you knowingly or unknowingly had instilled, now that I am sharing this to you, you get to say, hey, wait a minute. I can actually enhance, change, rectify any program that I've put in that I've decided is no longer working for me. It is not productive. It is not getting me where I'm in the life, where I want in life. It's making me feel stuck. It makes me feel like I'm unmotivated. It makes me feel guilty. Yes, 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 yes. That is what this channel is all about. It's about recognizing the power of your brain. Your brain is your best friend, and it'll be your best friend forever based on how you cultivate it and feed it. Or it can be a frenemy. Sometime it worked for you, sometime it don't. And that is all based on how you feed it and cultivate it. The brain is your tool. It wants to make you happy, okay? What you may not understand is how well you are feeding that tool and cultivating it is only what it can produce. So if it is producing a low vibe emotion on something, that is because that is what you fed it. That is what you cultivated it. And so it is producing it. At any time, your brain is not producing something that you did not put in there or allowed to stay in there. Because you know, you may have a reaction. You're like, oh, that's not the reaction I want. where you can actually make sure that your brain does not reproduce that reaction. Did you know you could do that? I didn't know it. I was 48 years old when I found this out. Knowing this makes life, as I say, this is how it makes life. Before, I had a great shovel, and that shovel, I could work and dig my ditch of life. And sometimes some of the things I did worked out great, and sometimes it didn't. I had ups and downs, but I worked and worked and worked hard, and here I was. Now I have a backhoe. I unfortunately for the shovel, but fortunately for me, I retired my shovel and I now have a backhoe. And my backhoe, it can dig lots of ditches and do them much faster, because instead of there being low vibe motions that kept interfering with my hard work, they're not there. My brain sends me motivating messages. So when unwanted circumstances come along, something doesn't turn out the way I want it to, I don't get stuck. I don't be like, oh, what am I going to do? This is awful. My brain's like, oh, it starts clicking. It starts assigning good things to it, figuring out how to get around it, how to make solutions. It just stays motivated. That is my backhoe now that I use. I use the 3-step thought process, and that is what it helped to do with my mind. So instead of my mind being like a little shovel that really had to work hard, sometimes accomplish good things and some didn't, now I have a backhoe, and this backhoe is awesome. It is awesome. So if you want a backhoe to start digging all kinds of ditches, not just working on one thing all the time, I'm trying to get this job, or I'm trying to create this business and it's taking me years. Okay, that is because you're using your shovel still. If you go into your subconscious and use that, your backhoe, oh, amazing. Your conscious mind is a good shovel. It's very good for detailed things and kind of saying, okay, do this. It's kind of like your conscious mind says, okay, this is what you should do, 1, 2, and 3. And the subconscious says, okay, great, I know how to do it. Let's get it done for you. If that makes any sense. So stop using your shovel for everything. Okay, I shouldn't say I retired my shovel. It's still useful. But I let the backhoe do all the heavy work, and I just use my shovel for the things that are, nice and effortless for me. So if you want to do that with your brain, you want to learn about your brain, you want to know how to do that with your brain, then you're going to want to follow me on DIYmentalboost.com. You can use my videos. My cardio videos are there for anyone, and the information is there, and have at it. If you want a little more step-by-step guidance, which I mean by that is that I say do A, B, C. And then you're like, okay, I'll do A, B, and C. I don't help you do A and help you do B and help you do C, but I give you the tools and say, hey, this is what you do. Do A, B, and C, and you'll get it done. And so that's that step-by-step guidance that I provide, because I provided Mind Cardio videos, Mind Cardio printable guide sheets. I have all kinds of blogs that I put out, different things to help people to get all of this information. So you have a question, you're wondering, I have it for you to look at and to know how to utilize it. For me, I had to figure things out. See, I'm giving you things that I was like a year into before it dawned on me and I realized what was going on. I'm giving you all this stuff now. So you're getting introduced to it and you're getting this information now. You don't have to sit there and start arduously going through things and then 6 months later have an epiphany. Have the epiphany now, right off the bat. And that epiphany is that your subconscious is your backhoe that can get anything done so much easier for you than your trusty old shovel that is in the conscious mind, which is still useful and good for many things. But when we want to make accomplishments, when we want to make changes, when we want to automatically, that is who we are. Okay, not trying to be this person. That is in the subconscious, and you can do that with this 3-step thought process. So what you'll do, you'll click and pick any video and get started training the brain the sequence. Okay, there's a 3-step process, And as the brain learns this sequence, it'll get faster at it and faster at it. So in the beginning, while you're doing it, you may start out with a 5-minute, 10-minute videos, and then you're going to go a little further because you really want it to be able to really clean things up. You'll go into 30-minute. But as soon as it gets the full process of how it's going, it'll start doing it faster and faster and faster and faster. So pretty soon, it is so fast, you don't even know that it's done. For instance, if you're feeling good and happy right now, did you know you did that? You actually did. Your subconscious did that for you. Because it's saying whatever it is that's happening now, however life is happening now, whatever is going on in this moment, it is good. If you're feeling a little low, that is what you've assigned. Whatever's going on in your life, it's going to keep you right at that level. Is that making sense? I hope it makes sense. So keep following me. We have a lot of great information, but this is just the basic information about the brain. This is not rocket scientist information because I'm not one. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. All I know is this is basic information that I was able to learn and that anyone can learn. So your brain is creating your feelings. It takes situations and information. You assign it an emotion, and then the brain says in the subconscious, "Ooh, this is the feelings we're going to keep recreating about it." If you don't like the feeling that is creating, you're going to change it. If you went to school at 5 years old and it was traumatic and you say it's traumatic, what you go and do is you go and you adjust that attachment and you attach it different emotion. And you're thinking, that would be when you learn that unwanted circumstances, you just attach them high vibe emotions instead of a low vibe emotion. Your brain will give you a good feeling, even keep you feeling good, keep you feeling motivated, even though an unwanted circumstances happen. Because the unwanted circumstances remains something that just happened, you handled it, and then you move forward. It happened, and it's not being carried with you. Oh, you're going, I'm going to keep it. No. You don't have to do that anymore if you do not want to. It's a choice. It is a choice. And you're feeling it's not a choice. And that's only because no one has shown you how to do it so that you know that you have a choice. That's all. Just as if you tell me, I don't know French. I could never learn French. Well, you can learn French. If someone sits down and helps you learn French, you would learn French. But if no one didn't, then you won't know how. So if no one has taught you how to help your brain wrap its mind around any situation, you're going to feel 100% that you cannot. But that's just because you don't know. The brain doesn't know how yet. But as soon as you start learning things, the brain is going to start saying, ooh, this is a possibility. Ooh, it just has to make the choice to start doing the mind cardio, either video or printable guide sheets. Just sit down, pick any subject. You don't have to get into a zone. You don't have to figure out. You don't have to make a perfect spot or perfect time. 5 minutes, grab a 5-minute video. 10 minutes, grab a 10-minute video. And as soon as your brain starts to get the pattern, you're going to be using that backhoe and effortlessly. So you're going to find the difference. You're going to love the difference. I'm telling you, you're going to love the difference. This is Renee Thomas with DIY Mental Boost. We're all about self-help for the mind, choosing to thrive. And with this little 3-step thought process that I did not discover it, please don't think that I discovered it. It's a proven 3-step thought process by someone else, but I actually put those to videos into printable guide sheets to make it easier to do and learn and to implement. So enjoy, 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 and we'll see you next time.